Wow, George Santos pays $500,000 bond after getting arrested by federal cops.
Tonight, Congressman George Santos is free on $500,000 bond after being arrested and charged with 13 federal crimes, including fraud and money laundering. He left the courthouse on Long Island this afternoon to a crush of reporters. Late tonight, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy saying he does not support Santos's bid for a second term. Long Island reporter Shante Land.
Oh, well, now McCarthy is going against Santos? That's hilarious.
Who's been following every twist and turn of the story, has the latest.
Melee surrounding embattled Congressman George Santos outside of Central Islip Federal Court after he was criminally charged on a 13-count indictment.
Look, this is the beginning of the ability for me.
I bet getting arrested brought back memories of him in Brazil or wherever he came from. He committed fraud there and had to flee and came to the United States, which is why he made up all these lies and stuff so he could like try to hide his past.
To address and defend myself.
He was arraigned on Long Island, which is the same place he successfully campaigned on egregious lies that he told to his 700,000 constituents. And a gaggle of reporters, the freshman Republican rep, answered my questions outside of court.
$750,000. They said that you reported that wrongly. Do you have any comment to that?
Well, like I said, I will be giving them all, will be delivering all the finances of my company. I'm delivering all my finances to them to dispel their accusation against me.
Prosecutors charge Congressman Santos with wire fraud, money laundering, stealing public funds, and lying on federal disclosure forms. The 13-count, 19-page indictment outlines multiple alleged schemes, including Santos fraudulently applying for and receiving unemployment benefits when he was employed and running for Congress.
Wow, how was he able to get unemployment benefits while running for Congress? That doesn't make any sense. You have poor people who have just gotten laid off for whatever BS reason, unable to get unemployment for some BS reason, but you have people like George Santos, these people that are pretty wealthy or wealthy enough, but still somehow able to get benefits that you can only get under certain conditions, and it's just wild. Like, what is going on here? How are these people able to bend the system so much?
This, as Santos is co-sponsoring a bill that would crack down on unemployment fraud. I spoke with his attorney, Joe Murray, outside of court.
Pretty serious allegations, taking unemployment and using the money when you have
The federal government comes after you, it's a serious case. So
Right.
we have to take this serious. We have to look at, all the evidence.
Santos has admitted to lying about his employment, education, and family.
Well, somebody should have seen his name going through the records, and after looking at him up, seeing that he was a congressional candidate, like, come on. We shouldn't try to make it worse for everybody else trying to get unemployment, because seriously, the people that actually need it have a hard time getting it.
History, but has denied any legal wrongdoing.
You will not resign.
I will not resign.
Last month, the 34-year-old announced that he will run again, despite previously saying he wouldn't. The bold move is drawing strong criticism and outrage from both New York Democrats and Republicans, like Nassau County District Attorney Ann Donnelly, whose office is also investigating Santos's campaign finances.
I don't think anything surprises me with George Santos, but I will say this, it was a very well-run investigation. The investigators involved in it left no stones unturned, and they uncovered more inconsistencies than we ever thought possible.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very few that is going to still vote for George Santos, especially after this.
Convicted, Congressman George Santos faces up to 20 years in prison. He's due right back here at federal court on June 30th.